All right, what's up, guys? We're back with another one here. So, just quick, kind of stupid video here. I think some of you guys might be familiar with it, but others might not be. So, if you've been, following around in the fighting game community, specifically the Japanese community, you're probably aware that there's no money here. Tournaments in the West, you pay $10 entry fee. The winner takes 70%. Second place, 627, blah, blah, blah. In Japan, that is considered gambling. You cannot do that. It's illegal. So tournaments are free to enter, but there's also no money involved. Usually there's no prize at all. Just a little pat on the back. But I said usually there's no prizes. Sometimes there are prizes here. So for this video, I just want to share with you some of the wacky Japanese fighting game tournament prizes that you might not be aware of. Is it better than America? I don't know. Personally, look, if I'm going to get like 37, 40 bucks for winning a local, or I'll get some cool gimmick that I'm going to remember for a long time, give me the gimmick. It's not like we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars here. I don't know. Anyway, like always, like this stuff, hit that subscribe button and let's go. So the first one, I want to talk about myself. I want to talk about myself. So believe it or not, you might not be aware, but I am actually a champion, a Southeast Asia major champion. I've shown the shorts before, but I also used to win a lot of other tournaments in the arcades. When I first came to Japan, I was really sweaty. I'd enter tournaments as much as I could, and I'd win them. I got action figures. I got a Kokonoi mug later on. I got a Rachel bath towel. I remember I used that I put it like outside my shower, so I washed my feet on because I hated that character. But a very common prize that I got is this. Do you know what this is? Have you ever had this before? It's called Umaibo. It means delicious stick. It's a delicious stick. So this is basically, I want to say, fried air. It's I don't know what it is. It's like fried air. You just take a bite and you know it's bad for you. So these things are they cost 10 cents, 10 yen. They cost 10 yen. They've been 10 yen forever. They're super cheap. And in the arcades, the claw games, they have claw games where you can win Umaibo. I'd win the tournament, and I'm not saying they'd give me like, here's an Umaibo you win. I literally would get a huge garbage bag, like a massive garbage bag with hundreds of them in it. Just insane amount of Umaibo. So the first time I won that, I was like, the hell, like, I was excited. I was like, adrenaline's pumping. I just won, but I'm like, the hell am I gonna do with this? So I rode my bike to the arcade. I was like, what do I do with this? What I found out, what they told me is like, you just give them away. So it's kind of like, it's a cool little thing where like, you win a bunch of candy and then you give it away. You don't have to give it away. It's yours, but like, you don't want to take it home, right? So you give it away to all the players that entered, and it's kind of like a little cool way to like socialize with everybody. Like, oh, here you go, and like, congratulations, and like, oh, cool. I really enjoyed it because I was new. I didn't really know anybody, so it was nice. So multiple times I won Umaibos, or like the little Kit Kat bars that they sell. So little stuff like that. Usually the prize in arcades were like candy or stuff from the claw machines, like leftover goods from the claw machines. But that was back in the day. They don't do that anymore. This is like 10 years ago. This is like 10 years ago. Yeah, it's become a nation of esports. We got proper sponsors, big money behind the scenes. So the prizes nowadays, I want to just share with you some modern prizes. Here's one. So this is they've got a nice headset right here, and then that bag under it is 60 pounds of rice. So 30 kilograms? Is that 60 pounds? I don't even know. But yes, this person won a massive bag of rice. Just white rice. Here you go. 30 kilograms, right? What is that? Is that like whatever? So that was for a Smash tournament. I think that was Umaibo back then. So that was a meme that was like 75 pounds of rice is what he won. So that was a meme a couple years ago. I was like, wow, I can't believe they gave rice. What a wacky thing. Well, this was a tournament that happened last week. So let's start with second place. This is Samito's picture. So Samito Chip, he got second place. Now, this event took place in Toyama, which is kind of like a countryside of Japan. It's got a lot of farms, a lot of seafood there. And these is 1, 2, 3, it's 9 little boxes. These are rice. This is rice. Not just any rice though. This is brand rice. Rice is a very big deal. Rice is a very big deal. They have like designer rice, brand rice. So he won a sampler of 9 different brands of rice. And also, it's not in the picture, he won 2 frozen crabs. That's the best. I just like randomly, he also won 2 frozen crabs. You got to add on the frozen crabs because like I said, Toyama's out there. It's by the Japan Sea. So they're famous for seafood. So he won rice and crabs. And then first place, honestly, I feel like the first place got ripped off. But here's first place from that tournament was Churata Kai. So Churata won pork. So this is brand pork, marinated pork, very, very expensive stuff. I know you guys think about like Kobe beef, but Japan actually has some very sweaty pork too. I guess his pork is more expensive than the crab, but he won pork and he didn't win this snack box. He's just showing it off. But yeah, There you go. So first prize was the pork. Second was the rice and the crabs there. Now, that was last week's tournament. There's more. I'm not saying like, wow, it's so wacky this one time. Here, I got more. I can show you a bunch. Ready? So Fenrir tweets out, hey, my prize from the Aqua Cup just got in there, right? He was like, oh, I was late to order it. Sorry, so it showed up late. So what is that prize? Damn, that looks good. Tell me that doesn't look good. Now that's beef, baby. Now that, like, the marbleization on that, some beef. They put lard at the top. That white piece is lard. You use that to coat the grill out there. That looks godlike, right? So he won this, and like his tweet, the last line says right there, thank you very much. I'm gonna eat it with my mom. Like, isn't that great? You know, you travel out, you get like $47 when you're local. What are you're gonna spend it on gas and like In-N-Out or something, right? He got this nice, look at this steak, great A5 Wagyu beef, and he gets to share it with his mom. You know, his mom who raised him his whole time is like, Mom, look, I didn't believe I'd ever be anything playing fighting games, but dinner's on me tonight. You know, she tears down her face. She's so happy, so proud right there. Amazing. Food is a very, very common prize because it's not here. There's more though. So here's one. This is probably my favorite one. You know, I don't want to show you like a bunch of different like foods here. Actually, let me show you one more food because this one's kind of funny. This was last month. So he didn't win food. I feel like Jiro got ripped off. I feel like he got ripped off. So Red Bull is a very big sponsor in Japan. So a lot of players win Red Bull, you know. I won 1 year's worth of Red Bull, okay? Nissin Cup Noodles was a sponsor, so they'd also win like 1 year of Cup Noodles. Jiro, on the other hand, he won a tournament. His prize there, 3 months of jelly. So he won jelly. Congratulations. I don't know if you ever seen those pouches. I don't know if they have them overseas, but he won the pouch jelly. It's jelly with like vitamins. So like you just drink it out of a pouch. That's a dub right there. That's a dub. He got 3 months of that. Nah, but he also, this is a bit bigger. The line above that, the one above that after the jelly. He also won, it was kind of like a free accommodation or free ticket to go to any overseas tournament, which is a cool thing. So Japan does have non-cash prizes. So like I said, this one's really nice. You know, they could fly overseas to the tournament of his choice. So you can go to Arc Revel Qualifier, wherever he wants to go. So that was a nice prize right there. Now, if we're going to get into non-food prizes, I do not have the picture. There is a picture. There's a video. So there is a video. I could not find it in time for this, so I'm just going to use an example. But they used to run an event. It was like a monthly event, a weekly event at a maid cafe out in Osaka area. There was no prize. There was no prize. Nothing you could take home. But the winner, each time after the stream, this was the prize. They would get slapped by the maid on stream. They would get slapped by the maid, dominated by the maid. So I'm pretty sure Itazan, you guys know Itabashi Zangief, I'm pretty sure he was one of them. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he won. I think he was one of, it's not like a small tournament, like big names are out there. But I think Itazan, he got stepped on and slapped by the maid. So it was kind of funny because well, Vicious, was it Itazan? We got slapped, but yeah, everyone is like filming and cheering. They step on him, they slap him, and like, that's your prize. I think it's pretty good. You know, $47 or slapped by a maid. The maid could slap me. I definitely picked that one. But yeah, like fun prizes like that, you know, to get around the fact that they can't really give money. They come with these great prizes, and all this stuff comes out of like usually the TO's pocket. So you got to be grateful for it. Now, I don't want to say things are not changing to be like the West, but on a more serious note, as we close out the video, like all these wacky prizes, you know, like toys and everything, but money is starting to come to Japan. It's not the way you think in the West. It's not people pay to enter and you get a cut of the prize. That's still considered gambling. But now that there's more sponsors, now that there's more eyes on the FGC, for example, you know, the big tournament coming here, this is the biggest event to date in Japan. So Evo Japan, they announced the prize pool here. So 14 million yen. Well, that's pretty good. That's 140K about. If you just do 1-for-1 exchange rate, it's $10,000 for first. Of course, you know, the yen's a bit weaker, but let's just go like that. So $10,000 for first, $4,000 for second, $2,000 for third. And that's for each title. This is for each individual title. This is the biggest, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest Japanese tournament to date. The best part too is that it's not just Street Fighter. You know, it's not like, oh, Street Fighter gets it and like Melty Blood, you get $4. All the games have equal prize pool, so it's really, really big news for Japan. People overseas, maybe not so exciting. You know, it's like, oh, a lot of tournaments in America have like pop bonuses. You know, Bum is hosting events from his apartment with like $25,000. Like, it's insane. But for Japan, 10K is massive. So this really got a lot of people's attention. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we're seeing some changes, but still very, very far behind. But yeah, even with that, you know, I want to make another video talking about that as we close out. But even with no money, 75 pounds of rice as the grand prize, the FTC is still very, very healthy in Japan. It's always been healthy. It's never had money. It's just been about love of the game and competition, hanging out with people, getting better. So again, check the other video. We'll talk about that, but it's not all about money, man. People got to remember what they're playing for to begin with. You got to remember what you're playing for. But yeah, that's it. Let me know, what other wacky prizes are there? How about in your country? Even if you have money, has any of your tournaments given you a wild prize? The trophies in America are getting sick. You know, I got the shorts, which is pretty sick, but I like the ECT vinyls. Those are really cool, right? ECT vinyls are super cool. I love prizes that are a bit more unique than just a trophy, man. I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Leave a comment, like, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next one. Peace.